Welcome back to Drill Design Solutions Pyware Tutorials. Today we're talking about Band Director's Guides to Pyware. Today we're going to tackle how to view and print your drill and print coordinate cards for your kids. If you've ever received just a Pyware file from your drill designer, you've had to tackle the learning curve of watching it, maybe even syncing it to music, creating your PDFs, and printing them. So let's jump right in and let me show you the basics. Alright, welcome back to another tutorial. This is a special one in our Band Director's Guide to Pyware. And this is one that is important if your drill designer provides to you Pyware files and you need to print the files, or you want to edit them just a little bit, like change the labels, print the charts, or print the coordinates. So let me just show you around here. This is a closer from my school this year, this past fall. And when you get the file, if you want to just print the drill, you want to make sure to go to File, Print. I recommend going to Print Charts. Print the charts here. Yep, save the drill. I always ask you that. And then here's where you can really look into printing the charts the way you want them. It's important, if your drill designer uses the production sheet, which they should, that they use the production notes. You can add your set titles if those are all in there. That way that information appears at the bottom. You look over here and you can kind of customize what you want. Print all performers black. That's good if there's colored labels that are yellow or a lighter color that wouldn't print very well or copy very well. You can have them print the facing of the students, thicker grid lines, thicker yard lines, whatever you'd like to customize this. Then hit Print Preview, and then I tend to blow it up just a little bit. I tend to look at it to make sure nothing's crowding. I can see all the labels. Here it seems like some of the labels are running into each other. So if you want to fix that, you certainly can go back. You can hit Close, and you say to yourself, all right, well, 51, these labels are running into each other, so you can grab your selection tool here, select that arc of kiddos, go to Label, which is this L right here, and then go to Label Position, and it's right here. You can do Contour A. Let's do it outwards. If you do B, it'll go the opposite direction of what it was. So now that's going to look probably a little bit more, a little bit better on your drill file. Hopefully, your drill designer will do all that for you, and they'll make it look good before you have to look at it. So now when we go and check it out, Print Preview, it's a lot clearer, and you can see all the labels of the students, and you're good. Now, if you want to do that for all pages, you can check and make sure things are good. Also make sure the notes are there, set numbers, counts, measures, it's all there, and everyone has the information they need to teach it. Okay? Now, I don't recommend going to print here and then using the max print to PDF function if you're used to doing that. For some reason, that sometimes freezes up the program. Always use Pyware's Save as PDF button right here, and then you can save it. You can say Part 4, and I always write drill in caps, drill. Save. It'll process for a second, and then when this pops back up, you are good to go, and you can hit Close. There you go, Close. Now, another thing that I do that's important is I go to do coordinate cards. I always go Edit, Select All, and I get all the kids selected. For whatever reason, sometimes when you go to print coordinates, it doesn't pick everybody up. It's maybe a 1 out of 100 chance, but it does happen sometimes. So hit Print Coordinates. Again, I never use just print. You'll see the dialog box when you hit print is just, there's tons of stuff here. And for me, this is just too much to look at and manage and know that I'm doing it. So I like to just do one thing at a time. Edit, Select All, File, Print, Print Coordinates. Here is where you can edit the information that you want your kids to see. I usually do a quarter page index card. That way it prints 4 kids per page. I have my resolution at quarter step. My kids know how to mark off 1.75, but if you don't want to do that, it'll round up to 1.5 or even all the way to whole steps. But quarter step resolution for me is fine. You can have it print any of the things. Print hash identifier is important. Print measures, so the kids know what measures they're on while they're learning it. Usually I turn title off. They don't need to have the title on there. But printing the set title is good if you put your rehearsal letters in there. So letter A, letter B, letter C. If you put that in your title of the production sheet, that could be important. The transition counts, of course. Side 1, side 2. Some schools use side A, side B, left side, right side. You can customize all that stuff here, inside, outside, that sort of thing, and sort your performers. Always check to make sure that it's good by print preview. They'll come up, and you can just check the top. When I label my kids, I give them a name as well. So it should say performer alto sax, symbol S, label A1. That way they know that it's alto 1 and in the alto sax section. Okay, sometimes this will be blank if your drill writer doesn't put a name in there, and it'll just be the label. Okay, and you can kind of just click through, make sure everyone's got what they need. And then again, don't hit print and do print to PDF. Always use this save as PDF function. Part 4, and then I put coordinates in caps. And that way you've got a file that has the drill in caps, file that has the coordinates in caps, and it's really easy to stay organized. You can have those 2 PDFs on your computer to print or to provide to students if they need extras and that sort of thing. Close. Let's do one more thing before the tutorial is done. Say that you wanted your sousaphone section here. Here's my sousaphone section. You wanted them at the end of the last part, you did a different page and you wanted them to be labeled differently. Maybe they ended it part 3 in a different order. You could go to label here and then go one at a time and just make sure that the order that they appear here is where they appeared at the end of part 3. So if this was Sousa 1, you could make him SO1 and say you put them all in order around the arc that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now when you get to part 4, they start with the proper coordinate card and they can be in the right order. Okay, using that label tool can help you, especially if you make changes on the fly. I really hope that this has been helpful for you. I'm going to try to do many more Band Director's Guide to Pyware videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more content.